How are yous, rats? Obviously, got the decent people in. Got the good people in. LT saying just a coincidence, surely. Yeah, listen to this then, listen to this. Here's another hypothetical situation for you to put it in right. Imagine I'm a violent gangbanger who's running around doing madness for the Kinahans and other factions of people who were out of the UK. Imagine I'm involved with Dale Cregan and other individuals, and imagine I'm involved in the murder of them 2 police officers, and imagine 11 of us all get arrested, and imagine only I walk free from it all, and everyone else that was arrested with me goes to jail. And within a year or 2 of that, you then see me on a stage with Croydon police officers, female police officers I should add, hugging them. What are you going to call me? What would you call me? Right, so why aren't you calling Marvin Herbert that? Eh? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Think about it, lad. Were you in Aylesbury? I think I'd done 2 nights in Aylesbury when I was a kid, mate. Oh, we don't know, actually. Is Aylesbury in London? I mean, Birmingham. I'm sound away and you're okay, lad? Yes, team. Yes, you know, just understand the dynamics of the situations you're looking at, and there's reasons why. Look, you know, if I got arrested for the murder of them 2 coppers that Dale Cregan killed, yeah, and I walked away without charge or any sort of criminal proceedings towards me, I would be harassed. I mean, anyone. Listen to me now, right? I'm telling you this straight now, and you can't deny it. Anyone that gets dragged in during the investigation of 2 police officers that have been shot dead, and you're dragged in because you're a known associate of the gunman, and you've been with them in the last few days and few weeks, and you tried to get them away. You got them away. You drove them away from the scene. You helped them get away from the murder. All this. Right. It doesn't matter who you are in the criminal world, regardless of who you are, right? If you're involved in that, you're getting persecuted for the rest of your life off that police force. And I don't give a shit. You're getting tethered. Criminals know. Yous kids know off your estates, like, yous know when busies have got it in for you, they don't leave you alone, right? Marvin Herbert. Everything I've just said there about being involved in the crime, being involved with the people, getting them away, getting arrested with 11 codees, all the codees get charged, placed into court, convicted, placed into prison. The only person that walks away from that is Marvin Herbert. Now, he's walked away from that. How? That's the first thing. How did you walk away from that? And okay, you never got charged, you've went into custody, bam, you never got charged, so you've got away with it that way. But how? Within 18 months of that, are you being admitted into conferences with police officers from Croydon? How are you able to stand on a stage with chief inspectors of Croydon Police and hug them for camera shots? How can you do that within 2 years of being involved in the murder of that madness? Explain yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So get your twist, mate. You know, people get planted. People get put in positions for a reason. And anyone that's sort of mixed with him, anyone that's like encountered with him and associates with him, you've got to cast them with the same brush. They must know. He must know. You know, he's a raging crackhead. Raging crackhead. What do the majority of crackheads do when they get put in a police station? People rattling. What did he do? I'll tell you straight. The police used to just turn up, take a punter off our estate, take him to a police station for a search, and hold him in custody for 6 or 7 hours till he started rattling. And he'd just go, and then they'd let him out. And every crackhead and every smackhead and every cokehead is exactly the same, mate, and you can't deny it. Every one of them is the same. Let's keep it positive, people. Wild One Gemini saying Herbert is on the payroll. Been screaming it for years, mate. Screaming it for years, lad. If you can't see what I'm looking at, you're blind. And to people with the blind eye, you know, who aren't involved in crime, who haven't seen that sort of process, who hasn't been in custody and read depositions of that type of process and seen, you know, evidence, what they view. I've been on both sides of investigations, me people. I've been on that side, being prosecuted for the most serious cases you can get on the land. And I've been on that side, reading depositions of some of the most powerful cases on the land. And I mean big conspiracies for drugs. And I mean things where you've got informers involved. And I mean people where they've planted known criminals that you've knew all your life, planted them in this group, and they've just gathered nothing but major evidence. Do you understand? It happens all the time. You can't come away from it. Well, the point I'm making, and I'm going to stick with, and this is the only point I need to make about that Herbert, and I've just made it, but I'll reiterate it. If anyone else in this country who's attached to an organised crime group or participates in crime, if anyone else was arrested for the murder of them 2 police officers in Salford with Cregan, and they were arrested, interviewed, kept in custody for 36 hours, 50 hours, then released, but everyone else that was arrested with you, everyone else that was arrested with you during that investigation and that inquiry was charged, placed in custody and jailed. Anyone else in the whole country would have been persecuted from the day you left that police station. You weren't. Within a year, you're being pushed out on social medias. Within a year, you're standing on a stage with a group of high-ranking police officers. How'd you do it? How did you get from there to there in such a short duration of time, mate? There's no way. No busy was going to stand with you on a stage after you being involved in the murder of them 2 officers. And it doesn't matter if you were on the fringes. It doesn't matter if you were just over here getting the killers away. Police officers would not cooperate with you, stand on a stage with you or hunt you unless you'd done them something good. So it is what it is, mate. Don't be blind to what you're seeing and looking at. Gavin Barrow saying it's law.